Hello, and welcome to Bianca's Book Cafe. I hope you guys have a drink and you're ready to rant with me. I hope you're ready for this rant. Okay, so I read A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I also read A Court of Mist and Fury this past weekend and week, and I have reactions, and I just want to share these reactions because I'm just like, my mind is mush. I have to tell you, my mind is complete mush. I'm just like dead inside. I wanted to throw A Court of Mist and Fury at the end because of what happens at the end, but I couldn't because it was on my iPad. So anyways, if you haven't read A Court of Thorns and Roses or A Court of Mist and Fury, I suggest not watching this video because I am definitely going to have spoilers. So, A Court of Thorns and Roses, I really liked this book. I definitely thought it was like a Beast and Beauty retelling that kind of just went in a complete different direction, but it was really good, and I did like Tamlin. I loved Lucian, and I just love those two characters. When Rhysand came, which I thought his name was Rysand, but I've been told by my friends that it's Rhysand, and his nickname is not Rice, and I was like, oh, I thought his nickname was Rice this whole time. But anyways, his name is Rhysand, and when we obviously met him, I was like, oh, she's obviously like attracted to him. And then when he helped her, I was like, oh, I knew that he was like the bad boy with a soft heart, you know what I mean? And everybody loves a bad boy with a soft heart, but he is a bad boy with a soft heart. And so I figured she was like attracted to him. I was like, there's definitely gonna be a love triangle. But I was not ready for the second book because I loved Tamlin so much. I thought they were really cute together. I did think that she was like, her personality change was like so stark from before she started loving Tamlin and then after she started loving Tamlin, and I was like, maybe it's just like the way that the author writes. Anyways, but then, you know, I read the second book and I understood it, okay? I understood Tamlin's reaction, and I understood her reaction, and I understand why they broke up. You know what I mean? Like, he couldn't protect her. It was his fault that she was going through this in the first book, and then he couldn't protect her, and so when they got out, obviously his trauma response was to make sure that she, you know, was protected, couldn't go anywhere, like all this stuff. But obviously that's not healthy. It's not a healthy relationship. And so I do like that that Sarah J. Maas, like, she portrayed like this unhealthy relationship and how it was affecting her like physically, and how he seemed to like not even care that she looked so different, that she was losing weight and that she was becoming weaker. I think that makes me really angry, actually, that he like says he loves her, but then he like doesn't care how she's reacting to how he treated her. And then Rhysand comes, and I was like, the bad boy with the soft heart. It turns out he's not a bad boy at all, but he just has a soft heart, and he has to be a bad boy in order to like strike fear in everybody's hearts. But I loved him, and I loved the progression of him and Feyre's relationship. I really wish Feyre fell in love with him faster, but I do like their like progression. I think I personally am in love with Cassian. He's just such a great character, and I just love himbos, and he feels like a himbo, but like a smart himbo. You know what I mean? And him and Nesta, I pray that they get together, because like, let's talk about the ending. Okay, so the ending of A Court of Mist and Fury, when Nesta's like struggling in the cauldron and Cassian is just like trying to get to her. Please, it broke my heart. I'm gonna cry. It broke my heart. I was like, Cassian has such like a big heart. Why am I crying? Why am I crying? He has such a big heart. And obviously he cares for Nessa so much, and he really wanted to save her, but he couldn't, and he was bleeding, and like his hand was like reaching out for her. It's just like heartbreaking. Okay, but then also like I love Tamlin, but I hate him now. Because what kind of a person sees a letter that like she writes to him and says, I left on my own free will, like I don't want to be with you, and he's like, she's lying, I'm gonna get her back anyways, I'm gonna do everything that I could possibly do, no matter who it hurts, and get her back anyways. I think he's perfect for Ianthe, because they're both terrible. And then Lucian, like at the end when he was all like, oh, Elena's my mate, I'm like, dude, she just went through like this traumatic forced transformation. You're just gonna be like, I claim her as mine? Like, get the fuck away from her. I love Lucian, but I don't love him that much anymore. I'll say that. And then the end, when I can't. When when Farah says like, pretends like she woke up from Rhysand's like terrible mind control and asked to break the bond, it just like, and Rhysand's like crying out for her. It's just like so sad, and I'm like, why would you I understand why, okay, but I just don't understand at the same time. And I hate Tamlin, and I can't wait to read the next book, honestly. I ordered it, and it's supposed to come tomorrow, so hopefully I get to read it, because it's a really good book series, I have to say. I don't really like spicy books, you know, like books with a lot of spice in it, but I really do like this book series. It's just so compelling, I think. The writing is like, I'm not like super into the writing style, but the story is just really compelling, and I love it so much. So if you haven't read A Court of Thorns and Roses, which I hope you have, because I just spoiled a lot, but if you haven't, then you definitely should. Anyways, that's my rant on those two books, and look forward to my rants on the other books, because I'm sure it'll be coming. Hope you guys continue drinking whatever you're drinking today, and have a fantabulous day. Bye!